Why does every campfire start like this and somehow end up with you just aggressively blowing on smoke, hoping something happens? Let us save you the frustration. In the next few minutes, we're going to show you how to build a campfire that actually works every single time. 4 weekends on wheels, 2 days, 2 dogs, 1 rig, and tonight we're not eating cold hot dogs. Alright, so the method we use is super simple. And honestly, it's pretty foolproof. We start with tinder on the bottom, then kindling on top of that, and then we build a log cabin structure around the whole thing. You're basically building a little house for your fire, and you want it to have space to breathe. And shout out to Will's mom for loading us up with a full stash of tinder, because without this stuff, this whole plan falls apart real quick. Now, this is the part most people mess up, the size of things that you're using. Tinder should be about the size of a pencil. Super small, easy to light. Your kindling should be about the size of your finger. Then move to small logs about the size of your forearm. And finally, your bigger logs. Think about the size of your upper arm. If you skip these steps and try to go straight to the big stuff, you're just going to smother your fire before it even gets going. When it comes time to light it, you're not going to try to light the logs. You're going to light the tinder. Hit it from a couple sides, give it a little oxygen, and then let it build. And if this is already helping you out, do us a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. We've got a ton more RV and camping tips coming your way. From here, just take your time with it. Start feeding it kindling, then move up to small logs. And once it's really established, you can start adding the bigger stuff. Because if you rush it and throw a big log in too early, you'll kill the fire. You just worked so hard to start. And the big thing to remember through all of this, don't pack it too tight. Fire needs airflow. If it can't breathe, it's not going anywhere. And just like that, you've got a solid campfire. No smoke battles, no frustration, just a fire that actually works. Alright, now that you've got a solid fire going, there's one last thing that matters just as much as starting it. Ending it the right way. Before you call it a night or head out, put your fire completely out. Not looks out, not mostly out. We're talking dead out. Pour water over everything. Listen for that hiss, then stir the ashes again. Hit it again with more water and then repeat until it's cool to the touch. If it's still warm, it's still burning. The goal, you should be able to place your hand over the fire pit without feeling any heat. Because a great campfire ends with memories, not calling the fire department. If this helped you build your fire the right way, from start to finish, hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next adventure. And that's how we do it out here. Just making the most between the miles between Mondays.